Welcome to the Canadian qualifier for the RNC, cast today by me, Takeo, along with Raftor
Hello.
and Rulemaker.
Howdy.
Right now we're just getting ready to start off the match, waiting for all the players to be ready before we get the show started.
Yeah, I believe a few of the players wanted to use the restroom beforehand and just, prepare for the trials they're going to face in the next hour and a half.
Yes, it's a long process, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it together. I'll tell you that.
Would either of you mind giving us a nice run through of how the qualifiers work?
Yeah, Rulemaker, you want to do that?
I would love to. So the qualifier is 4 games of 5 maps. Each map of the 10 map pool will be played twice, once in the first 2 games and once in the second 2 games. Points will be scored based off of the placement in each of the 4 games. The lowest player who's first eliminated will score 1 point. The next person will score 2, and all the way until we have the top player, which I believe we have 7 people playing, so 7 points. And that will happen 4 times, and the top 3 players from the combined scores of all 4 matches will make the team. I don't think I missed anything.
Very well said. Good job.
I was like, I don't think I missed anything, but you never know. Maybe I did.
Yeah, you probably did. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
If I messed up, blame me,
No, you did great. You did great. It's fine. You're getting practice for tomorrow.
Ah, yes, tomorrow.
Oh, cheese lover guy. What's going on, cheese lover guy? I was just talking about you yesterday.
One of the Canadians, not playing today, wishing everyone the best of luck. Sad to not see you play, but good to see you here supporting the Canadian team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We were talking beforehand, and not as a joke, I definitely didn't know you weren't playing E, and I was like, oh, nice, and then I found out, and I was very sad.
Yeah, very unfortunate. He had, I believe, something work-related.
Understandable. Understandable.
Which is a shame.
Yeah. I believe everyone's starting to get ready now, so just waiting for the start. One of our admins. It's gonna be a good competition here. All right, we are about to start. Good luck all as we enter our first map with Springboard, one of the old maps that was brought back into the pool.
Classic map, probably one of my favorites.
Start off with a nice view of everyone through the first section. Nice, simple, easy white start. People choosing both directions, all ending up in the same spot.
Ooh,
Easy fin. What happened there?
Somebody turtled going on the booster, but still made it in.
The white section's quite simple, but can still mess it up. Those little bits of time will help a lot here, where we had a few people miss out.
Yes.
Right now we got.
We'll say we had 3 people miss the green finish, unfortunately, having to reset.
See, we still have a front with right now Element and Juan up in the lead on red, with a few still back battling on blue.
Wanton loses a little bit of speed on red, but should still be able to make
Missing the blue finish, having to reset.
Ooh.
Unfortunate.
And with
Bonked right into it.
And with 3 people still on blue, it looks like it's going to be a race for the bottom to not get eliminated.
See, yeah, we still do have the 3-0, and it's down to, oh, they're all getting on there now.
Yeah, I'd say bottom 3 are like neck and neck right now.
We got Zai, Uchimas, and Waif all battling it out. Gotta just stay out of those bottom 2 right now.
Meanwhile, Haunton getting his first black, and Ritzy joining him as well.
Ooh, we have Uchimash falling behind with both Zai and Waif making it onto the black section. Still a battle.
Yeah, still enough time for anything to happen. People can obviously fail this black section and there's always room for improvement and time to gain.
Oh, we say that in Matt Hyper. Not having to line up on the end of black, having to reset.
Element hitting the
Still with a
ring
4.
in black and having to reset. We have multiple people neck and neck right on the same run.
Boy, we're having some issues on this black. We got
Die bonks.
a
Element
few
gets
people
it,
bonking, some people not having the correct line.
and this is their last run because with the small amount of bonus time.
Oh, Ushimash is barely hitting the reset ring trying to secure the spot, but there's not going to be enough
Zai
time.
snipe it. Zai is going to snipe the
Eyes
position.
does sniping.
Very
Doing
beautiful.
that
Very
spot.
rough there.
Beautiful.
When you see Ushimash and Math Hyper both going out first, we still got 3 more rounds, so it's still anyone's game. I'll be honest,
What
this
a great showing so
Yeah.
far.
this black section, I will be honest, it was a struggle for me learning. Those water wheels right before the end. It's a little difficult to get that jump just lined up perfectly through the reset into the finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be tricky. There's a lot of precision. You know, you have no engine, so if you bonk anything, you're almost guaranteeing yourself not being able to finish.
Yes. And we're on to escalator boxes, which is another retro map with a few little skills that some players might not have or might not know about.
Map looks kind of familiar, Rulemaker. I feel like you made something similar, didn't you?
What? No, I would never.
I don't know. I feel like
Look, it doesn't exist.
Might have
You
been.
can't play it right now.
that's fair. Okay.
But from experience, the big thing that the players want to know on this map is when you're driving on those spinners, at least personally, I found that if you keep your front 2 wheels on those spinners, you can actually steer, versus once you hang a wheel, it's almost over. You're going to get sent into a flagpole and maybe off of the section and have to restart. So
Right.
you're
Because of the moving platforms, if you touch anything that's not moving while you're on it, it's a bad time.
yeah.
And as I say that, waif is off. Only one still on blue.
Still time though, and lots of time to be gained or lost on the red and black section. So
Right now it seems like we have Zai out in front leading the pack for the red section, with Juan following close behind. See, Zai makes it.
Ritzy a few seconds behind that,
Juan is through as well.
and Element bonking a few times, restarting the segment.
Seems like we're having some issues with Wave still trying to get through the blue section. Not looking good, but there still is a full minute left.
Yep.
Checking with
And-
the front of the pack.
Nobody with a black finish yet, although Wanton is on for one. And will have the first finish.
Everybody else on black at the start. And that's why we always say that there's time to catch up. Even if you fail a section, you got time.
Now we
So
have
see Wave is on red.
we do have both Wave and Element on red trying to battle it out to stay out of that last place position with 30 seconds left.
No,
Wave's,
Just missing. Oh, having to reset. He was so close.
Wave's taking it
Wave-
nice and slow, making
I
sure to get
believe
this
all
red
he has to
finish.
do is get the finish.
And
He's
he's
he
in.
will pass.
I don't think he
does
will
pass.
have enough time.
Yeah.
That be a GG for him here.
Also,
Scaring-
big thing to note is Juan with 6.
Oh,
Wanton is putting up numbers and, wants to say to
Wanton?
everybody. I'm
Also
putting,
the only one getting finishes on black, it looks like.
yeah, dominant move to show that he's playing for the, not just to get on the team, but maybe even for captain.
He's looking good so far. Zay right behind though.
And Ritzy in
He was
third.
close to getting some black finishes. He just couldn't pull it together at the end.
a little bit of a rough start here. The black section, that's the map a lot of people need to be, or the section that a lot of people need to be practicing the most, because that's where more of your points will come to at the end. While you do need to race to the first few quick, that's where most of the points will matter.
Yep.
We're heading on
Speaking
to
of
our
black sections. We got a really hard map with a really hard black section.
Sure do. I do know Haunton has been practicing this. We'll see how he does. As Waif gets a nice clean white. Look at that.
On getting the
Zay right behind.
Everybody on within 2 seconds of each other.
Oh, and Zay's gonna get a slide out.
Looked like there might have been two
Looks like
there.
Waif. Oh, he does not get the risky. Somebody can pass.
Ritzy
Looks
taking it
nobody will
safe.
pass. Oh, Ritzy does.
Wanton
that
got a
finish.
really weird slide out. Gonna try to catch back up.
And we got
They're
two
still in it.
close to the bag. Sai and Juan both find it out.
Within
Oh,
5
I
seconds.
does not know the path or just went the wrong way.
may have
but
forgotten at the start.
Yeah, it's possible there's a brain fart there.
That might cost him a position and maybe put him in the elimination seat. And it does.
Juan still fighting to catch back up. These two with a commanding lead right out in front. But Juan is getting this beautifully, going for the spin around. Oh, just barely misses
reset
it. All three have reset.
Yeah.
All of them resetting.
Kira,
And
that
it-
is so sus.
And
Please
for
stop.
and for Zai, it's you know, that 20 seconds is now more like 3 or 4. And Wanton resetting.
All of them
All
again.
of them.
Everyone's back even. Full minute. We're still just on the red section. Or is he taking a bit
Everybody's
of a wide
dead even.
line?
Ritzy having to reset again.
Juan.
Slightly too high of a line.
Wanton looks to be good on
Haunton
the
is on. Waif just missing the entry to the bob.
It's resetting again. Waif and Zai battling it out. Waif resets. Zai may go for the second red fin. Not enough slide to get that spin around, but we still have 30 seconds.
try to go through it and gonna get that. You need a 360 pop up.
Oh,
Haunton,
Ritzy bouncing
meanwhile,
the
looks
tree
like
start.
he may be on for a black here. Actually going a little too wide, having to reset.
Zion elimination with 16 seconds to go. Looking to get a red section here just to stay in. He's clipping
don't think they're gonna
trees,
get it.
rocks. I think that might be it for them.
I would think so.
3 seconds of bonus time, not enough here.
Oh, Haunton might be on for a black. Oh, just runs out of time, but had the speed for the end.
But good showing from every player. Everybody, you know, keeping pace with each other, trying to, you know, battle for every single spot.
As a very northern team, Canada not showing the best moves on an ice map. Bit of a surprise, I'd say.
I'm gonna chalk it up to being a little bit of nerves and getting warmed up, and I think we're gonna see some people do,
Right.
get
had-
through red and maybe even black.
We can call this the shakedown round on that map. We'll be seeing it one more time, so hopefully people are more accustomed to it.
And we have Skylands, which is another racy map if everybody is confident on it.
Now you can FS this whole thing. Let's see if anybody does get the FS line. Looks like Haunton does get a nice line.
Ooh.
Will pass Ritzy and have the first finish on white.
Very nice. Keeping that little bit extra speed. These milliseconds will add up at the end of this map, surely.
Yes. Although speaking from previous qualifiers, we should be on the lookout for the red. Ooh, and Ritzy fails green. Gonna be a big setback, but we should be watching this red section when players get there, as a lot of people have been throwing, you know, big leads on the red section.
We have Ritzy catching up now as Waif had to reset. Juan's taking his lead ahead on blue. Waif still struggling a little bit. Let's see how Ritzy does with this blue section. Oh, just slightly too low on that jump. Waif still coming in a little too hot. It's going to be a battle for getting off this blue section here. It seems to be this dirt
Wow.
turn.
Haunton on for a red.
Yep.
And will have a finish. He will be the first to black.
Ritzy will be taking the lead now.
Waif is right behind
Wait.
and might also get the no bomb.
Oh, just barely.
Unfortunate.
We have 3 people on 3 different sections. Let's take a look and see how Mr. Wanton's doing on this fine black
Yeah,
section.
check a look at that.
Wanton should be showing up on this type of map, considering how much reactor
Oh, and he
Now
missed
he
the
does go
black
too
fin.
wide.
But we do have Ritzy and
Right at
Wave
the
now,
end.
both
Not
on red.
too much of a worry here because there's no one else on black. He just has to be patient, get the line.
Ritzy just reset, so let's see how Wave does with the end of this red section. A little bit of precision.
The wheel a little bit, loses some speed, but will still make it.
Oh, and Ritzy just reset the red again. I don't know if he'll be making it into the final for this round.
With about a 24 to 25 second black section, there is no time for Ritzy.
Hey, a third place though. Third place is nice and wonderful for the points.
Yeah, and it's also great for your mindset going into it, knowing that, hey, first round, if it was a 1-round match, I would have been on the team. That's a mindset that can really carry into future rounds.
Now you'll see a nice battle out for the 1 extra point here. Let's see if it's Wanton or Wave starting off top of the table.
Yeah, Wave making up a lot of ground there. Those first couple of maps were a little scary, but pretty much showed up for the last few.
And also proving that you don't have to be the fastest on any of these maps. You just have to be consistent enough.
Just be more consistent.
Yeah. And flipping gravity as the last map is going to be very interesting. We'll see if any of the players know, the faster lines and how consistent they are. Because this map can be, with some of the flips, less consistent than players would like to believe.
Yeah, these dirt walls, as I've seen through practice, has been a little difficult finding the right line to get up there nice and smooth, keeping the most speed. We saw Wave bonk the finish there, losing a little more time, but still staying close, within a full second of one.
Yeah, within a second, and that's, negligible.
Able to gain it back here through the red, or through the blue, onto red now. Only 0.5 behind him. We see Juan sliding out.
Resetting Wave is on. He should have enough speed for this reactor. He does get it. Let's see if he gets the line at the end. Oh, goes a little too wide having the reset.
Almost looks like he turned the wrong direction.
He was wanting a chance to pass. Looks like he will.
He's taking the lead. Ooh, barely.
But there's still 90 seconds, so anything can happen between these two players.
See, Wave still struggling a little bit on the red, but Juan just reset on black, so he's still got some time. Small mistakes giving him ample room to catch back up. Oh, a little wall bonk. I don't think he'll make it through there. Juan
That
going.
ending of red is very precise, and you do need to keep a lot of speed.
It is, and we see Juan getting a nice black finish there, extending his lead by 2 points now. He may be able to take it away.
Yes, at this point,
Wave barely gets the red finish there.
And needs to
do on the black
twice perfectly.
He does. Wanton's giving him some favors, though. He is messing up the start here.
He's got time. Oh, Wave low speed, not able to make that with the reactor down.
I don't know if there's enough time.
At this point, there's not enough for 2 cycles.
Let's see if we can see these
Looks
two
like.
racing it through. Oh, Juan with a beautiful line through that black section. Losing a little bit on that bounce. Going for extra style points here. Oh, beautiful. And he will seal that victory for the first match. 6-4.
Wanton dominating a lot of these maps, showing up on first, I think, on 4 of the 5 maps, if I'm correct. So really just showing he has dominance on all of these maps and not just one.
Wave says they never played the black section.
Well, for never playing it, very, very well done.
Very nice that it was the last map too. Still able to gain that second spot.
Yeah. And didn't play the ice map. Yep.
And for a quick check-in, looking at the scores, you see we got Juan with the nice, wonderful 7, Wave 6, Ritzy 5 for your top 3. Thank you very much, Kira.
Yep. But it is still only the first round. Anybody can come back. You know, if you got out early, you just got to shake it off. You know, reset. Know that you don't have to play those maps this next go, and just show up and get a top spot.
Exactly.
And if you are on the top, you got to just stay up there.
Gotta just keep that lead as long as you can. But in between rounds, make sure everyone stays hydrated. Don't want to, you know, run out of stamina here. Gotta stay ready to go.
Yes.
Nice and wonderful. So what is this map that we're starting on here?
This is Techie Town.
Techie Town. Yes, a nice tech map added into our map pool. Excuse me. It's nice to see a little bit of changes. I like the addition of tech. You know, we've had our full speed maps, our ice and everything, but tech is the one we rarely see. It's nice to see it here in this competition.
The one I rarely see, and I'm happy for it. But anyway,
you sound a little salty about it.
No, I'm saying I'm happy that we don't see it all the time.
All right.
Just because I suck at it. But anyway, we are moving on to the start of white. Completely clean slate for these players. We'll see if anybody gets the risky finish on this white.
A few misses, but we have
Wait
and Math Hyper out in front, taking a nice commanding lead here. It's just the first section. Plenty of time to gain. And points.
And both of our front runners taking the risky green and getting it without any issues.
Element taking a bit of a slower line, but just securing his point for that to move through the blue. Still have Math Hyper and Waif out in front, leading the pack, with Ritzy following close behind.
Ooh,
and Ritzy misses the risky, sending him to the back of the pack at the moment.
Unfortunately, it took the line that makes you clip right before the finish.
And
unfortunately, actually Haunted missing the finish as well.
Yeah, quite a few people actually struggling on that.
Oh, we had Ritzy and Juan both make it in quick. We have Juan out here at number 6 on the brink of elimination. Our lead from last round not showing up too well here with Techie Town.
But there's still time to gain, and between Wanton and Ritzy, there's this like back and forth battle for this position.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I think Maverick joined the practice.
Oh, Maverick. Silly, not paying attention. This is why I thought there was going to be the passwords for the times. Or for joining.
That's what I thought as well, but it's fine.
It's all good. Right now we have Uchimash, Zai, and Element on red battling it out to stay in. It's going to be close here.
It is.
Wanted playing this black very safe.
Zai is
not
on a
trying to go for the risky line there.
If we look, there's right now a 2-person race in the back at red.
Zai and Element.
You can
still
call it 3.
in.
They're all on the same section. Anybody can snipe for 5th. Looks like Element is on. And does get the finish.
Securing that spot. 8 seconds left.
That closes
Which
the
means Uchimas and Zai TM out in the first round.
Zai not going to be able to girt people this time.
Let's see. I think we saw Juan make it back to top 3 in the end. He fought his way back up through there with Math and Waif. The two got the lead at the start and held on to it till the end.
Both took very clean lines, were basically within a second of each other for the majority of the race. Solid from both players, and I mean, even Wanton, who came back, solid play.
Right. Dark Horizons being our second map. This one's a little tough. Can't lie. Some of these sections a bit difficult here. But
I'd say the first few sections play pretty normally. You get to red and black, you really want to take the correct line, make sure you have the speed, otherwise you're not going to be making it through. So see how that plays out here.
You got one element out in front right now, Ritzy behind, Wave and Math in the back. Still very close. Oh, Math's losing a little bit of the lines. Maybe forgot the map a little bit. It's a quick reset, able to come back from it. Juan and Waif being the first two through blue. Ritzy, all three have reset again, so we are still close here on the back three.
That half pipe is apparently giving some trouble to the players.
But now all three
all
make it
finish
clean.
now.
Through with the map. Oh, Ritzy's sliding out just a little bit.
Out. Valuable time.
While Haunting the first one on black.
Keeping it nice and safe. Element and Math both trying to keep their position.
If through red, gonna be confident in that spot. Start working on black.
Element
Matt
barely.
doing an element right behind, leaving Ritzy on red.
Oh, and Ritzy just reset, so he's gonna have to get this and then make up a finish on black to be able to save his spot.
And with another reset, that time pressure is gonna start to weigh on Ritzy.
Haunting barely getting the finish on black here. He will have the first one.
See how everyone else is taking it. See, Ritzy is going to... Oh, barely missed, and he may not have a chance to make it back in.
I don't think there's time to do a red and a black finish here.
Having some struggles here. Start of black, one getting a 6th point.
Yeah, Haunting again. The only
Learning
one
his
to
way
get blacks.
through.
Getting it twice just to separate from everybody else.
I think he is going for the 27 as well.
Yeah.
Here, this man came to dominate, and he's doing it. 28, 27. It's the same number.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're getting 27, you're still putting up major numbers and showing your dominance in every single map.
Where's he going out 5th here? Where was he last match? Is he in our top 3, I believe?
I believe so. He was 3rd, as
Yep.
far as I remember. But it's important.
To check that. Waif, you're saying?
Ritzy.
Oh. Yeah,
Wait,
scores are
Ritzy-
The
interesting.
points just got added in
Oh.
already. You guys are looking at that.
Okay, yeah. But it's interesting because Ritzy has done something similar in a quali before, where he starts out good and makes a mistake. Hopefully, he won't do what he did last time and let it eat up the rest of his runs.
Element getting a slow finish on white, but resetting. Gonna cost him a little extra time here. See, he falls behind. Group leading out in front, all getting through the green easily.
This map,
Okay, Element resetting on green.
no, it was on white. But Raf, as the mapper of this,
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah.
Yeah, give us
I
some
mean-
insight to how you came up with
Yeah.
this idea.
Well, I mean, the idea came up in the first version. This is obviously a sequel, but yeah, I like pipe maps. I don't like. I mean, everybody's done a pipe map, right? Traditional pipes. The whole map is a pipe spaghetti mess, and I wanted something a little more mixed.
Well, as you said with that spaghetti mess, we have everyone back on red now, as all the players seem to be struggling through this half pipe jump.
Wave
Ooh.
clips a wheel. Not gonna get it.
Oh, Matt
There
Paper
it
also
is.
clipping a wheel, having to reset.
And I believe Wanton is the furthest into the section. Let's see if he can convert it into a point.
Oh,
Clipping
going
the wheels
too
well.
wide. He might have it. No,
No!
just barely not.
Oh, and Math just clipped again, so we have Waif out in front. Both
Alright, we
Element and
found the
Juan
new
falling
hardest map,
close
guys.
behind.
Waif is going to get it.
Burst through. Math and
Haunted
Juan's
will
making
also
it
get it.
through.
And now we have a
Thumbs
race.
down to Matt Hyper, which should have one.
Gonna
Yes,
get
he
it.
does.
And Element is having to reset. Unfortunate, I don't think there is enough time.
For anyone to even finish the black section.
No.
Well, yep, we see a lot of clipping. That is going to do it for this round. With Element taking the 4th spot. I mean, it's middle of the pack. It's not bad.
No. Every point matters. So even if you're in the middle of the pack, you're a few points ahead of people who went out first, and that's one step closer to being in that top 3 at the end.
We are on to Plastic Parkway. This was by the Clover guy, right?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. Yes, the wonderful, wonderful lad who rated us earlier. Get to see beautiful map. Look at
It's
him.
going to be interesting to see. Every section has a fast finish, so we're going to see who takes them and who plays it safe.
In case you weren't sure it's a clover map, he decided to put clovers literally everywhere.
He did.
So, can't miss him.
Two-
and
He's
He's going safe.
Wanton gets the fast fin, gonna take that half a second lead.
And we have
And Matt Hyper
Matt.
having to reset.
Let's see. Waif and Juan out in front, keeping it neck
See if he
and
plays
neck.
it safe this time. No, he actually goes for it. He gets it this time.
Neither of the leaders going for the risk on green. That'll give Matt some time to catch up if they're looking to take that fin.
Matt resetting on the green right at the start. Meanwhile, Juanton, going for the risky and will get it.
Waif taking it super slow.
And Waif
ensuring.
Right behind.
Just behind on the slow.
And Matt Hyper just now getting to blue. Gonna have to try to get some quick fin and catch back up to the pack.
See how they're doing back here. Do you think that they're going to risk it all, get the risky fin, try and catch some time, or just take it safe? Looks like they're
If
having
it
a
were-
bit of difficulties with the pipes. But
If
we
it
have-
were me, you should play it safe.
Yeah.
You can't afford to lose 20 seconds failing it. You know.
We have one out in front enjoying his time on the black section alone.
Matt Hyper being indecisive and going right in the middle of the two paths.
A lot of struggling from these pipes. It doesn't seem that the Canadian team
And-
is a pipe-centric team.
Wanton about to finish black. Let's see. We'll go
Goes
safe.
I thought for a second he was going to bug slide, but I think he took the smart way.
He's got a
Decided to
full
go safe.
point lead. He should have gone for it.
Yeah,
For the fans.
For the fans. See if he does it here.
He's got time.
He does. And he's on a run.
If he's even listening to it. Oh, he's going to do him one even better. He's just going to backflip.
Oh, wonderful
There you
one.
go. Style points. You
There's
got
the
5
style
seconds.
we were
Go,
looking
Wanton.
for.
Go. And I
Oh, he's not going to
don't
make it.
think there's enough time, no.
Oh.
After time. Matt taking the 3rd spot, podium finish for the 2nd round.
Respectable and
Very
in
solid.
points. And Wanton and Waif at the finals.
Riskies are free, says the mapper. Debatable, I would say.
I mean, I saw Clover playing the map earlier before stream started. He's not lying. For him, they're free.
I mean, he built it. They should be. Just him. But here we get to see, I would say, is arguably one of the most difficult maps in the pool, if not the most difficult.
Definitely the hardest map to discover. I will agree with that.
Yes. A lot
They
of
go
skill.
through the white. Wanton, keep it together. No, he
gets
he gets Thanos snapped right at the end, having to reset.
See, I remember
Meanwhile,
those
Wave-
bugs being in there, but I did not think that somebody would get killed. Honestly, get taken
Yeah.
out right there.
Oh yeah.
Getting a block and falling into the slow way.
Oh,
Wave
Full sections behind.
already on 2, going to blue.
But blue is a killer for many players. It's very
We'll see
persistent.
if he risks this or not. He does not need to. Looks
Yeah,
like he
taking
will
it
take his
very
time.
slow. Ooh,
Very
but
slow and
slides
still
out.
slides off.
it's giving one ample time to catch back up as he is finishing the green now, and they're both around the
both
same
right.
spot.
And Wanton now technically is in the lead if he can convert it to a finish.
Let's see here. Oh, going for the bug slides. No slide off. Nice icy
he gets his ice
tires.
pipe.
Is he going for the pipe? He is.
Oh, he's going super
Won't get it.
slow.
Let's see if Waif can convert it and pass him over.
Oh,
Will not.
I'm going for
Wave
the reset.
resetting.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, Wave resetting there. He really didn't need to. He was landing in a good spot. Could have just
Still
gone
a full
around again.
minute. Still a full minute though. And Wanton
Taking
looks
on
like
the
he
red
does
section.
red section every day. Looks like it's like he knows it so well and will finish it.
Wonderful finish. See how he fares on the black section here. These backwards speed slides are very crucial for every part of this. You have to have as much speed as possible to make this last jump up the wall.
Looks like he has enough speed. Let's see if he can get the final turn.
The bug slide
He
ending. Oh,
a
just
little too
barely.
wide.
And that is so upsetting. Would love to have seen a black finish on this. Waif
We know he could do
It's
it.
quite a rough map. But Juan will be taking the first place again with Waif in second.
still very good points for both of them. You know, basically separating themselves from everyone else.
And then, so are the maps for the last half of this, are they going to be randomized?
Yeah, yes, I believe they are re-randomized.
Okay.
Right, yeah, it won't be same order.
That
We've-
would be so detrimental if you were bad on a map and it was first.
Right, we did have Waif drop. I'm not sure, I believe they should be coming back.
While we wait for Waif to get back, we can take a quick look at the scores as they are updated.
Right now.
One in the lead.
Yes, we have Wanton with a nice lead of 14, Wave close behind with 12. Ritzy has 8, and we have tie for 4th with Math Hyper and Element both with 7. Zai has 5, and Uchimas has 3. Still have 2 more rounds, so
Yeah.
these lower points, it's anyone's game.
This is the last time we can actually confidently say it is still anybody's game. Because after people start dropping out, there might not be any more.
Very correct. And it looks like we're gonna get a plastic parkway near the end this time. So whoever had failed it the first time through might not have to deal with it too much. But we'll see.
We will see the nice Royal Skylands up first. Quite beautiful map. I do enjoy the maps with blocks just floating in the sky. It just has that extra element of falling into the void that just I love.
So deep.
These
I
maps
meant
are
the
deep.
void.
You see,
Not what you said. Anyways.
Let's see if any of our players embrace that void. And, you know.
There's a good chance.
Are we still waiting on somebody? Waif is back.
I believe that we have everyone ready.
They're asking if they're ready.
Elvis just making sure that everyone is good before we start it. But with those 3, 4, and 5 all in 1 point of each other, it'll be a nice race to see who's able to hold that and if anybody's able to overtake one of those top 2. So we start it off now. Nice white section. See who's going for the full speed, risky, keep the most.
Swanson getting it pretty good, but Matt Hyper
Yeah.
sniping right at the end there.
Everybody's still basically 1 second between first and last. Everybody's in it. Everybody's racing.
Uchimas having to reset, got a little bit of a slowdown.
Has a little bit more speed than Hyper here, but not able to catch. Will stick in second, but by only 0.06
That's
behind Matt.
Oh, and Matt.
Oh, and Matt clipping, having to reset, which puts Wanton in the lead for now.
With the Ritzy following
I
him
believe
right
that's Ritzy right behind. Yes.
And taking the second spot. Those 3 battling it out on red with the rest of the pack still on blue at the moment. Let's see who we have out in front. We have Zai and Uchimas looking to make their way back into the safe top 5.
We'll
They'll
both
get there.
it.
Going for red.
Putting Matt in the danger zone, and Matt clips a wheel. Let's see if Element will get it and will compete back for one of those spots.
Let's see. We have both Juan and Waif out on the black. Yet again, leading the pack. These 2 are quite unstoppable, I'd say, today. They're doing wonderful.
Really coming into his own here. I really thought
And
it would have been a bottom feeder, but really turning it on here.
An Element almost sniping his way back into the top, but falling off and the engine off at the end of red. That's going to cost him.
This red section is rough. Ritzy didn't have enough speed for the last jump. Element failing that precision part at the end. You know?
He has his chance to come back right now. Onto the engine off jump. He's a little right, but he's able to save it. It saves his spot. We have
as he misses, and maybe Matt Hyper might take that extra point if he can get the finish in time.
no.
It's gonna not be enough
I don't
time.
think it will be. No. We have Ritzy and Matt out first.
And once again, we have Wanton dominantly at the top, being the only person to finish that black section.
And Uchimas bringing it back from their early mistake.
Yes.
He'll take a top 3. Everyone now has a chance to get third, with Ritzy going out on second to last.
That is a great point, which makes things very interesting for these next few rounds.
Yes. The issue is the people who want to snipe that spot away from Ritzy. They're competing against Wanton and Waif, to, are first and second in both of these rounds. So to score as many points as they can, they need to beat those guys.
We have Element resetting when he could have gone for that easy fin, so that's going to cost him a bit of time. Everyone is onto the green section now, making it through flawlessly. Juan leading the pack, followed by Uchimas. It's going to be a 12-second gap that Element will have to be able to make back, but people have been struggling with this blue quarter pipe.
Wanton will get it clean.
I believe Uchimas struggled, giving Element a chance to come back.
That is a dangerous mistake to make.
That being said, Element is on. Looks like he will pass.
It looks like they're both going to be... Oh no! Almost nothing!
But they both slide out there. Holy.
And it's still anybody's
They're
race.
on.
Wanton proven that he's got the red knowledge and moving on to black.
And we have Zai, Element, and Uchimas now going on again for a red. Trying to
Zai reset.
not be last.
It's crucial to take a line at
Zai.
the start that doesn't get your wheels wet.
Element and
Barely
Ushimasa making it in.
So
And
down to Zai and Waif.
Zai's at the end. Let's see if he gets it.
Zai will have one.
But Waif is close behind.
Waif is right there. Okay, we got a
Coming down
race.
to who's gonna get this black finish, if anybody?
Let's see, we have Ushimasa going on now for Blackfin on the pipe. Oh, barely sliding off. It's gonna be a
Yeah, I've
struggle.
seen Wanton get multiple finishes here.
And Wanton
See if he can pull it.
a bonk and
Right
not
now,
get.
struggling a little bit.
Currently anyone's game. Zai barely missing, and Ushimasa out to the
Ushimasa
side.
also. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Many people clipping here. Let's see how Wanton takes this end.
the real pressure was on Waif, who just failed.
And a
I
little
don't-
sideways. Keep it together. Come on, one guy. And he
Will
gets it.
Barely making it.
Will drive into the fin with just barely some time left.
I don't think we have any, so that will be Waif
And
going
some of our
out.
players are racing that void as there's no time left.
Waif going out fifth. Now,
That
I don't know
opens the
how much
door.
that shakes things up because he was right behind Wanton with 12 points. Ritzy was eighth.
But that
Was
I mean,
third with 8.
going out fifth with one more round. Almost all the spots are wide open except for Juan, who's still holding on to his lead at the moment.
We're gonna see if mostly it's Element and Zai who are pushing for that spot, especially Element right now. Every point that they can score will just boost them further and further into that top 3 and see if they can save it.
Those are definitely the 3 people that can benefit.
Ushimasa making the fast fin. Nobody else able to get there, so they'll have a nice 2-second lead on everyone. So we enter the green section. See, they are not the best with pipes, but we'll see how Tech treats them here. Everyone making it through green very nicely. And Element's still falling behind, but Zai falls off the blue, has to reset. It's a nice opening to stay ahead.
Element here. Looks like he's been taking all the safe sections. Element has, and he does get a blue finish.
Not the worst strategy, honestly.
Everyone on the red section now. We have Uchimas out front with Juan following quite far behind.
Ooh, okay.
It's like
Element
going-
resetting. Oh, Zai and Element right on each other for that
Zai
4th
with-
spot.
Zai with the lead, but also the person who needs to take the lead.
Oh, and Element resetting again. Zai has a chance to pass.
Crucial not to bonk this last turn because there's not a ton of time to gain speed. If you bonk, we'll get it.
Zai will make it
The speed
through.
line gets it though.
See if Element's able to catch back up here. Going close to the end, just needs to keep enough speed to make the jump, and they're on. Zai just reset, so we will have a close battle here if Element's able to get this finish.
Time for a couple blacks here and get it.
A little bit of speed loss there. I believe we had Zai reset, so Element's now ahead. Into the engine off.
The Element is very slow, and Zai is slowly catching up.
He's got the full speed just turn to make this. Oh, going a little too wide. Reset.
Raph, check,
Zai.
Raph, check your internet.
Yes, you are starting to lag a little bit. We have both Element and Zai here, but I don't know if there's enough time.
Guys, we have
We're
Raph.
finished.
He's here.
The Rafbot. Element
Both
will be
players.
taking the 4th. Very close round there at the end.
Yes, but Element going out, and Element needed all those points, so going out here is missed opportunity.
Uchimas taking the throne from Juan on this round. See if they'll
And
be.
Raph is gonna go reset his internet. He'll be back in a minute.
Once we enter our top three battling it out on the plastic parkway. This is where we saw the Canada on pipes.
Yes.
A bit of a struggle. Juan
But I
barely got the
but I-
black fin.
believe apart from Juan, it's two different people playing this time. Last time it was
So.
Waif and Matt Hyper, I believe.
I believe so.
And so let's see what some of the other Canadians can show on this map.
Right now we have Ushimas going off the side at the end of green. Juan and Zai will take it safe to make sure they're on to blue.
And Zai showing that they might have practiced this this pipe section because they are not willing to lose anything here.
Oh, but one's fallen off and Zai is taking the safe fin. Able to
And they are
get
both
ahead.
together. We're gonna see it. Oh,
Ushimas falling off soon. Will Juan still go for risky here? And it looks like he is, but he's off. Ushimas going now. Believe that they will. Oh, they debated and chose too late and went right in the middle. Juan
Yes,
going now,
indecision.
determined to get this risky fin. And
Will get it.
almost messes it up. Barely saving it there. Zai is still on the red section, so Juan could take first
Oh.
here.
Uchimas just failing the end of the safe blue, sliding off the pipe, literally one car length from the finish.
Oh, no.
Fortunate. They're on again. Can they convert to a point this time? They can.
Take it slow
Putting a-
and now.
A
Zai.
little on Zai, who was
Trying-
the first through blue.
Will they be able to? Oh, they're going for the safe red. And they make it, keeping it safe. Don't know if Ushimas will have enough time. They might have to go risky here.
Yeah,
If
you would
they
have to
want
go
to get
risky
enough
on
time.
both. I don't even think that's enough time because it's 21 seconds if you're fast on black, and there's just no time.
There's no time.
Oh, and
they get stuck in the
Maybe
gap.
feel it now.
We'll see if Juan or Zai can get a black fin here. I don't think there is enough time though. So,
Oh,
see. Oh,
oh, that was a maneuver by Wanton.
I think I've seen that before. Very nice. Over with the actually 19 seconds if you go fast. So there could have been enough
actually-
time, but
Okay, I guess I'm
nevertheless.
just not skilled enough. That's what we're gonna chalk it up to.
We have Juan and Zai. Juan has been the main one to the last.
And Nav with the actually double correction saying it's a sub 19.
Oh, no. Well, I believe we've only had Juan be the one in all 3 rounds, and every time he's been up against someone different. So we head to Springboard, our first map.
This is
From the
a
beginning.
very interesting map with only 2 people because if you have a lead of a full section, all you have to do in your mind is just go back to what you've done in training and just run smooth.
Run solid lines. Don't have to risk anything. Just ensure that you get the fin. Both of them making it through nicely through white. Choosing different ways to
Also-
go on green.
Bunkered is correcting us accurately. Waif was against Wanton and
Oh, for the bows first 2 times. Apologies.
yeah, big apologies.
I cannot do math. Or remember
I mean,
things.
neither can I, so we're all good. And Raf is maybe back.
But we
Perhaps maybe back.
had Zai lose a
Yeah.
little bit of time on the green.
And capitalizing, getting that blue section.
Oh, and Zai barely misses that blue end, so they'll be having to catch up now. As one seemed to be very consistent on this map earlier. See if
I've been playing a lot on the practice, and I can tell you, Wanton's been throwing up some practice today. Put a good few hours in, really getting these maps solid, and it seems to be paying off.
he's here with the full section. See how Zai makes it through the red. Engine off. It's very annoying, but they seem to get it nice and clean and will be on the black. Juan not getting a
And Juan-
section.
It's probably a 2.5 second race right now.
both players choosing opposite directions to go on each side, so you can see the wonderful symmetry for this map as they both
Now,
go into the end. Juan misses, but Zai snipes. This will need Juan to get 2 fins, with Zai getting none. Zai might be able to coast here if they get this fin. Juan's gonna have to risk.
Wanton needs to get 2 finishes, and there is just barely enough time to do it.
He gets the first, and Zai just reset, so he's about 2 seconds behind.
Zai has the pressure. And I think Zai had to reset, so it is all on Wanton here. If he gets it, he basically will guarantee his first place again. Let's see.
And he's through clean. Wonderfully done. This man is looking for the full sweep, but Zai getting it right at the end. Oh, just 7 seconds behind. Honestly, a wonderful race.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful race, and I think
Juan's just about flexed and got another one.
Yeah.
Sheesh. What a wonderful, wonderful match as we go into our final round.
Now, I will say, Wanton is running the Canada tag. I see a few other players like with Gert and others. Yeah, I see a few other players with other tags. I'm wondering if that, Canadian tag is imbuing him with something, because he's going crazy. 6-point lead ahead of everybody else. I think if he came in last, the worst he could do is tie for first. So almost guaranteed Wanton will probably be your Canadian captain. We're going to see if he gets the full sweep. After that, we have Waif with 15, Zai with 11, and actually we have this huge race between everybody from 3rd to 7th. It's not a closed door for anybody. Zai and Element both tied for 3rd at 11. Right behind them is Ritzy at 10, and then you have Matt Hyper and Ushimash. Sorry, I mispronounced that. Both just 2 more points behind. Everybody's still in the race. It's gonna come down to who can get further in rounds, who can pass other people, and just who's gonna play well. And it might be decided by the map order and who's good. Logan, yep, go Gert. We have Kira's speaking the truth. We do have this very, very, very fog final that's gonna decide it.
And we do have a very difficult map coming up for the first one. Let's see how it plays out.
I believe we only had one finisher of the red section when we first played this map, but we didn't have the full Canadian squad there to play it, so this may be some people's stronger maps.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're from Canada, ice is hopefully your specialty. I'm not gonna stereotype, but
they do have a lot of it there.
I mean, it sounds like you're stereotyping.
I'm not, but what I'm saying is that, hopefully these guys can take some real world experience and boost it into Trackmania.
Hey, let's see here. We had Element getting a late finish to the white, but still in it.
But he's taking decent times on green. Oh, who was that?
Oh, Zai, the only one getting the fast finish on green.
And Ritzy bonked the fast finish on green, and it sent him out of the map. So forced to reset.
We have Matt taking the lead into that 5th spot. Both Ritzy and Element fighting to stay alive. As we move on to this blue section here, many people still on it.
And both Element and Ritzy, who are in danger of being eliminated, both are people who need every point. If either of them go out here, it's essentially their qualifier done.
Correct. And Ushima's definitely wants to get quick finishes here. Right now, just moving to the elimination zone here. Still in front of Ritzy.
70 seconds, there's still time for everything.
Ritzy will have a green or a blue finish as well. Now everybody at least on red.
This could be anyone's, I mean, match right here. We have everybody but Juan on the red section. It's going to be tough to see who can make this 360.
Zai not getting it. Waif looks to get it. Let's see if he can have enough speed for the bobsled. Will just barely
Holds on and is able to make it to the next section. But where is everyone else right now? We have a few slide outs. Ritzy's looking to make the jump now. Does he have the speed? No, he doesn't.
Oh, he was trying to stick for the reactor and climb back up, but better to reset.
The last cycle right now.
Yes,
If
everybody's
anybody
last.
can get it.
No.
Ushimas is off. Ritzy
might
won't have the speed for it.
time.
And we had
Oh,
Matt Hyper snipe his way up into third there.
and I
Oh,
believe
boy.
most of our players who are eliminated, I think that's the end of their Canadian qualifiers, because I think people have more points than them.
I would agree with that, but GG's to Ritzy and Uchimas for
Very well played.
playing. Very well played. Just stiff competition.
It's a tough map. I mean, that red with the 360 there, I know is a struggle for a lot of people. But once you're able to get it consistent, it starts to become just in the back of your mind, as you saw Juan flying through it first.
And the other thing to remember is, for all of these players, nobody put up a bad score. Everybody stayed competitive the whole time, and that's just reflected by the points. So even if you didn't win or you get knocked out in this round, everybody did a fantastic job as we play off in escalator box to see who is going to make that spot.
You know, we have a few people having to reset this screen, struggling with that end to make it into the finish.
Waif just making it to green now. Had some issues on white, resetting twice.
But we'll get it and we'll move up to second as Waif, or as Zai, sorry. Zai finishing blue, going all the way to red, having that full section lead on everybody else.
Apparently we
Hyper failing the end.
will need to come back soon. Needs to get that green finish as soon as he can. As everyone's starting to make it through the blue section, except for Element. Element is still...
Matt Hyper going to risk the faster line on green and just failing it. Sometimes playing safe and getting it would have been more helpful, but we'll see how he converts it and see if he can get back in it.
He's made it through green, so it'll be
just
a race.
now getting the green.
Ooh, Waif dropping a wheel at the end of red. Wanton passing him.
Element making it through the blue, with Matt hoping to do the same here shortly. But we still have two on the red section. 40 seconds left, there's still enough time.
Matt failed blue because he didn't have both of his wheels on the thing and got pushed off into a black hole. Unfortunate. And Zai's taken the huge lead here over Wanton. 16 whole seconds.
Zai trying to show wafers. Wow. Wanton, what's up?
We have Matt and Element both battling it out in these last couple seconds to see if either one of them can get a finish on this red section to secure their
Very
spot.
little time. They need to get it now. I don't think Matt Hyper is going to get it.
I believe Matt has fallen off, giving Element the safe way into the top four.
Is it safe though?
With the time that was left, it was. He was able to just hold the spot.
Sorry, I was thinking top, meaning like in overall score.
Yes. That will be determined by these next couple maps. We won't know till then.
It looks like the honestly, the race for third right now is between Element and Zai, who have the same score.
Oof.
Everybody else is out, and they are guaranteed to score more points. So it is between those two for the third.
That is fun, and it pretty much comes down to this map right here. This will decide it.
Well, not necessarily. If somebody like Waif or Wanton goes out, those two will continue to play on.
That's true. That is true. I did not think of that. But it could come down to this map.
It could. It could. Wanton and Waif both showing their skill on all these maps. It would be very hard to see them go out here.
Everyone is dominating their way through the first two sections, keeping a nice second and a half between them all, with Want leading the pack.
Element
struggling a bit.
Not the only one though. Waif failing.
Waif running out of reactor right at the end of blue, having to reset.
Element will be getting it, so we still have the battle between Zai and Element going on.
Yeah,
See who is
exactly
going to
what we
stay
talked about.
in.
Oh,
Waif again having to reset. Unbelievable. Okay, so we might have a race here.
Juan and Zai have both made it through the red, clean as can be.
we have
Element
one
is-
race at the front and one race at the back.
Waif is now on the red section with Element. So we'll
Like-
see if they're able to snipe their spot back.
Waif so far looking very clean. Having to
Look.
release a little bit. Will he get a finish?
No.
Oh, barely
He
not.
bounces underneath.
For the sake of content, I do want to see this matchup go on.
Oh, an Element also having to reset.
Waif is on, gets the speed. Let's see if they can finish.
See if we release too much
Waif
this time.
We'll get
Barely
it.
getting
Barely
it.
getting it. An Element.
An Element?
Oh,
Not getting it.
I don't know if
And
there'll
I
be
don't-
enough time.
I think just barely. You would have to take nearly world record lines on both sections.
Oh. And he
Oh, and a
bounced
bomb.
right toward the end. See if we can capture someone making this black finish here, as Juan is onto a speedy run, but just
Not gonna
throwing
get it.
himself off.
Waif clipping also looks like he's not going to get in time. And Zai is in the foliage.
Going on a nice little adventure as Element finishes red in the last few seconds of the
Just
match.
a little too late.
That should be your Team Canada here.
Yes, I believe.
Indeed it is.
But we do have one more thing to note, which is Wanton going to get the full sweep?
That is a good question. We have Pipega 2 coming up.
Who
Then
will
our,
be team captain?
our
that's the
final
question.
map is.
I mean, I think Team Captain is locked.
Yeah,
Possibly.
I do believe so. Let's see here. What is the last map? We're on Pipega 2 now. but
Have we
it's
done Overkill?
It's Overkill. I forgot the name. Thank you.
Overkill being the last map twice is honestly kind of fortunate.
It's fortunate for Juan, as he seemed to do wonderfully fine with that black section, but will he be able to make it there is the question. We could see Waif and Zai take him out right here.
30 thousandths of a second separating first and last in that white section. It's going to be a little wider now, but crazy lines from all these guys.
Yeah, Wanton taking very conservative lines right now. Not risking too much.
I believe that we just had a reset. Zai is going to be just a bit behind the pack. As we did see them struggle with this red section, there may still be enough time for them to catch up.
In this map, there's always time to catch up.
See how both of our red section... Oh, they both failed, so Zai is able to take it back now. Everyone's on
Zai
an
has a
even playing
chance.
field through that reset. So we got Juan out in front.
Zai getting a nice low line on this red, but isn't able to line up the landing.
No one was.
reset.
Everyone wobbling a bit too much. Team Canada is not going to be looking for these pipe maps. Or they're going to be looking to those as their main ones to be practicing in these next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Zai getting a clean line as well as...
Oh,
but
and
Zai
Waif
reset!
also on.
Zai didn't have the
Did Zai
speed.
reset too early?
I
Think
think
Sai...
so.
I
It
don't know
looks
if-
like he had plenty of speed.
Oh,
Look, this
no.
match is not scripted, but if it were, that would be the closest we would get to it.
Juan making it clean. Zai coming right in behind. They'll be able to get a black finish, but it may have to be first one that they need.
It is going to be this race to get a black finish.
Depending on your speed here, it could take anywhere from 23 to 25 seconds.
I think Zai has bonked
Was it
too
black
much
section?
to be able to. Everyone's been bonking. I don't know if Zai will be able to make it back in for the final.
Will not. The closest person is Wanton, and I don't think he even has enough time to get a finish.
Oh, he does not. Oh, and look at that beautiful
Got it,
line.
too.
Oh, he
What a
had it.
risky line. I respect it. GG's to Zai, though.
Can't be disappointed with his performance. Makes the team, and that's what you want to do.
It's all you need right here.
And now we get to see for the third time the matchup of Wanton and Wave.
Once again, is this the time where Wave will take the perfect win from Juan?
I don't know. Overkill is a very difficult map.
He just needs to not choke here. We saw a lot of small mistakes through the blue section with the
Wanton going into
And
the...
playing
Oh,
ping pong.
both
back
of
and forth
them.
there.
Wave doing a little flip.
Oh, wait.
Oh, and
you
one-
get-
Juan has the
The
extra
slow-mo.
speed.
Somehow they're both still within a second of each other after that chaos.
Clipping a little bit, but still staying on. Oh, never mind.
Wanton over rotating. And a wave off.
Wanton's able to keep the lead, though. We had a full reset from Y.
Let's see. Wanton did do this blue section relatively quickly the first time. Let's see if he can match that. As Wave starts
Wanton-
the blue section.
Ooh, Wanton having to
Wanton
reset.
having to
Playing it
reset.
safe, but sliding it off.
And both players are so neck and neck right now.
They're both tiptoeing right now on this section. I don't blame them.
And Wanton's off again. Wave taking it really slow. Oh,
Oh, These wet wheels are no
gosh.
joke. And what? Barely
Oh,
able to
Wanton-
get grip back into his car. But is still taking it ever so slow. Wait for another reset. One falling off the pipe. What was that bounce?
This map is
Plastic.
built for a reason.
Plastic water bounces.
Both taking their time. I believe when we get to the red section, it'll be an all-out race as Juan. We saw almost perfect that.
Wave is nearing the end of the blue section, trying to catch up.
We'll be
go
falling
straight
into the water. Going for the extra speed, but Juan has just reset the red. So
It's gonna be
it's
close. 30
There-
seconds.
there will not be enough time for a black finish. So first
Wanton
one through
resetting
this
again.
section
And
will
Wave
take it.
Wave
One
is on.
just needs to convert
Just
to the ending.
don't
And doesn't lose
This
his
is
grip.
too much. Oh
This-
my gosh.
Juan
There's
losing grip.
time.
There's still
There's
time.
still time. Wave is on again and has grip. Can he convert it and get the end
Nice 10 seconds. He can take it as slow or
There's
as
a
fast
buzzer
as he
beater.
wants.
to ruin the sweep?
To
He
ruin the
gets it.
sweep.
Wave.
It's gone.
Absolutely insane.
Oh,
Wanton.
Juan.
Reasonably upset. That is
Wanton, you had fate in your hands, and you let go, man.
Oh, I mean, as Kira said earlier, Juan was going for the 27, not the 28. Kira was 100% correct.
Wanton
Just gotta say.
exactly as the script said perfectly.
Oh, I forgot I didn't bring that out today. I mean, yeah, it was a shame,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but a
That's impressive.
wonderful match from everyone. It was insanely
Wonderful,
close
yes.
up to the last round. And it all, as we take a look over here at these scores, with Wanton taking the captain spot with 27 points, with Waif and Zai taking the second and third spots on the team. Element will be the first substitute, 15 points. They're 1 point behind Zay.
It all came down to flipping gravity, as Raf said. That map did Element in.
Everyone seemed to be doing decent on it, and it just, the red section was proving brutal.
Oh, have we been pronouncing? Oh,
apologies for pronouncing the name wrong. How is it pronounced? We are all dumb Americans.
We are.
I mean, we're dumb Americans, but
and I'm
you
bad
can pronounce that like 27 different ways. So
27? What about something about that number 27?
Yeah.
Zai.
28.
Okay.
The Zai. I've been
It's
saying
between Zai. That's probably me, honestly. I'll take the fault.
Hey, go.
I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Bill Zai, the science guy. Oh, but that will do it for the Canadian qualifier here today. VOD will be available immediately after for those looking to rewatch.
And again, great performance from all of the players. Nobody disappointing at all. Great races, great times, and I'm very scared for what Canada is gonna bring this RNC.
Yeah, they know some of their weaknesses, some of the maps they're not as strong on, but we'll see a completely different team when we come to the main event, I'm sure of it.
Yes.
But thank you all so much for being here. Let's see if there's anybody doing some royal that we could raid, doing some nice royal
and just
practice.
a reminder, we do have a qualifier tomorrow, I believe, on Clover stream. If I'm not mistaken. Or is it?
I'm doing one tomorrow. I know that much.
Oh, it's Rulemakers. That's right. Rulemaker and Young Weave. There we go. Oh, Clover's hosting. I see. Okay.
Yeah, so if you loved hearing my voice, you can hear it again tomorrow.
There you go.
I'll be watching. As we see how Spain does and their qualifier, and hopefully we will have just as good of a race as we did here tonight.
I don't believe we have
I don't see why not.
anyone streaming royal, so
Really?
take suggestions for where everyone would like to go next. It seems a lot of the new World Tour maps are being discovered today.
I'm not gonna lie. I was looking through trying to find a royal player, and I was about to say, "Oh, Tay's live." Not as a joke.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, can we raid? What you got?
Oh, what about Matt
Emma
Hyper?
guy? Is Matt Hyper streaming?
I believe so.
I see there. Discovering the World Tour maps. So let's go give them a raid.
Show some love from the RNC qualifier.
Once again, thank you everyone for showing up. Congratulations to the Team Canada team that qualified, and honestly, well done from everybody else. It's wonderful matches today. Very exciting to watch. Make sure to tune in for the upcoming qualifiers, though. Those will be good to watch too. I can promise you that.
Yeah, especially the US one. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yes, specifically the United States one. Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm not biased at all, but you know.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Beating these guys.
I mean, you've practiced more than I have. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, Raph. Look, the script says I have to say that I'm gonna beat you, so that when I lose, it's funny.
All right,
Oh, right.
enough of the script. Get it out of here.
Yeah.
All right. We will
Bye, guys.
see you all another time. Adios.